Today we're going to give bagels a try using the Ninja Foodi. So we're going to use sear and saute, and we're actually going to be boiling them first, and that's what gives bagels their beautiful texture. And then we'll go on to baking them. We're going to add seeds on top. These are a perfect lunchtime sandwich, and you can put whatever you want inside them. I've got another video that I have made, and that is for egg mayonnaise. So I'll link that for you so you can go and have a look at that. So that's what we're going to be putting in them today, a really nice creamy egg mayo. But if you want to put ham and tomato, you want to do cheese and chutney, you know, these are really, really versatile, and I'm sure you're going to love them. So don't forget to hit the like button for me. And also, if you're new to Susannah's Kitchen, I'd love it if you become one of my subscribers. It's free to do so. You just hit the subscribe button down below. All my recipes are available over on my website, and they are all printable over there. My website is www.susannaskitchen.uk. So if you do see something, you find it a little bit difficult to follow, and you'd rather have a recipe that you can print off, then my subscription is really inexpensive, and I've got over 400 recipes on there now. And then of course my cookbooks are available over there as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and let's go and get started. So I've just measured out my strong white bread flour, and I've got 375 grams in there. And we want to add everything else that we need. So I'm going to get my measuring spoon. So we want to add a little bit of sugar into here. And I'm using some light brown sugar. So we want 1.5 teaspoons. You're also going to want around a teaspoon of salt. And then all we do is just mix these together. These are really nice and simple. And it's so nice to be able to make your own bagels. And I swear they taste so much better. Okay. So, roughly mixed together, then we create a little well in our flour like this. So basically just a little hole in the middle. And into that, we're going to add our yeast. Now, yeast comes in these little packets. This is just instant yeast. I want a teaspoon of it. It's probably around half of what's in here, I would imagine. Teaspoon. So pop that in the middle like that, and I'm going to get some warm water. Okay, so the warm water is going to help activate our yeast. There you can see the little bubbles there. That's great. So 225 millilitres of warm water. Just got that straight from my hot tap. And just start mixing this flour in. Now you will get to a point where this becomes like a really thick dough, and you can no longer use your fork, and then you're going to have to get your hands involved and get a bit messy. Last bit of liquid going in. You can feel it's all sort of stretchy, becoming like a bread dough you'd expect a bread dough to feel. We are going to be kneading this. We're going to bring it together with our hands. I'm going to knead it for a good 10 minutes. And then I'm going to grab one of my trusty silicone mats and then get all of my mixture out onto there. These silicone mats are just from Amazon. If you do want them, they're linked on my website on the accessories page. Website is www.susannaskitchen.uk. Bring this together with your hands. Oh, it's nice and warm. Like this. As you can see, comes together really, really nicely. And unfortunately, the slightly boring part now is giving this a knead. So if you've got some kiddies with you, that would probably be handy right now, because they love getting involved in things like this. So now they're getting a few little bits that are just coming off. But I just kind of work this dough, just working the gluten in here. Getting it nice and smooth, nice and stretchy. And you want to just keep doing this for 10 minutes. And I'll be back. So you can see the difference now in this dough. And we're nearly there. A minute more, I think, is going to do the job. My arms are starting to ache a little bit. But it's really important to give this a good knead for it to give us the results that we're looking for. So the next stage is to have a bowl at the ready, and you want that just with a little bit of oil in it. So I've just sprayed some olive oil into the bowl. I think we're done. Okay, so bowl here, olive oil, just gonna literally just rub that around the edges, and that's to stop the dough from sticking too much. Dough in the middle. Now I want a damp tea towel, and I want to put this somewhere warm, cover it over, and I'm going to leave it for probably 1 to 2 hours, or until this has doubled in size, and this is going to fill this bowl. So I'm going to now cut this into roughly 4. Doesn't have to be totally perfect, but those are going to be your separated bagels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, lovely. And now all you want to do is to make these into balls. So these are going to be nice sized bagels, as you can see. So we're going to be using the Ninja on sear and saute. And if you've not made bagels before, you need to be able to firstly cook them in some boiling water. So I'm boiling a kettle just because it makes it so much quicker. I'll then add that boiling water into the into the pot on sear and saute. Right, so we have now got our 4 balls of dough. Now you can press these down with your thumb. Just want to try and make these a little bit smoother if I can. There you go. Let's give that a little roll, a little bit more. I'll show you this first one. Okay, there you go. So what you want to do is use your thumb and press down into the middle. The trouble is I have got long nails, so it doesn't work as well. If you've got some sort of dibber like this, I call it a dibber. It's probably not what it's called at all. But that can work as well, and that gives you your hole, but you can equally do it with your thumb. And now what you want to do is just move this around so that we get, I'm probably not the best at this, but we want to get a nice hole in the middle because we want a bagel shape, don't we? So just using your fingers like this creates our bagel shape. You want around a sort of 2 centimetre-ish hole in the middle there, and then we can repeat the same for the others. Meanwhile, on to sear and saute, and let's get our boiling water from our kettle in there. I'm going to close the lid and make sure that that is bubbling away. Then I can come back to my bagels and on to the 4th one. Now we're going to be adding some bicarbonate of soda and some salt to that water in a moment. And then we only want to cook these for a minute each side. They're really, really quite fast. So I would suggest that on that basis that we just do 2 at a time. I'm not sure we're going to quite have enough space to do all 4, but as it's so fast, it's really not going to be a problem. Teaspoon of bicarb and my salt. Okay, so grabbing my bagel and adding that in. As I said, I'm just going to do the 2 at a time. So a minute that side, flip it over, and then a minute the other side. They're holding the shape nicely, and this is what creates the texture with a bagel. So probably another 10 seconds to go, and let's just flip it over like that. Flip this one over, and then a minute on that side, and then you just want to leave them to steam dry. Now we want to make like a little milk glaze on top, and that's just going to help our seeds to stick. And you can put whatever you want onto these. So I want just a little bit of honey, kind of half teaspoon, and then kind of a couple, 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk should do the job. Give that a little mix in here. I'll just put mine in a mug, doesn't matter what you put it into. And then just use whatever you've got. So I have got some sesame seeds, I've got some roasted black sesame seeds, and then I've also got a mixed seed mix here. So lots of different seeds in there. So let's do a little bit of a mixture on these, shall we? So let's go over with that wash to start with. You'll see that I've put these onto the Ninja rack, and there's a little bit of parchment underneath because I just worried about them sticking. So I would rather be safe. Okay, nicely glazed. So let's go with some sesame seeds on this one here. You can put as much or as little as you like. We'll go with black sesames on this one. Oh, I'm making a mess everywhere. Let's try and get these to stick. There you go, some nice mixed seeds on that one. And I might go with sesames again on this one. Yum, yum, yum. These are looking great. So now we need to actually bake them so that they go nice and golden and so that they're cooked through. So these are going to go back in the pot. So I've emptied the water. Now the pot is obviously quite warm still. Let's see if we can fit these in. This is going to be the only problem. Cooking 4 at once might be a bit of an ask. Let's close the lid and let's get them on to bake. Right, so I turned my bagels over. These are going to be very, very hot, but I'm going to show you. So they had 20 minutes this side up. Then I turned them so that we've got a nice base on our bagels. So 25 minutes total. Look how gorgeous these are. Let's get the other ones. Okay, next one. And then we've got the one with the black seeds. Got lovely colour on these. Is the one with the random seeds on it. And these smell so good. So here's a good close-up. You can see that they are plump. They are lovely and thick. So they're going to be nice and filling. Lovely golden colour on these. These look absolutely perfect. If you do find that they're getting a little bit too much colour, you can just simply cover them with a little bit of kitchen foil in your Ninja Foodi. That's never a problem to do that. So I'm going to let these cool a little bit before I slice into one and show you. So let's grab a bagel. Should we go with this one? And let's cut it open. Open that up. Look at that beautiful texture that we have got in that bagel. And smells absolutely gorgeous. Brilliant texture. Nice exterior to these. I'm really happy with the outcome. Now all we've got to do is fill them and eat them.